Hi guys, welcome to another video. This is me working with my Mustang quarter horse named Star, and this is June 4th. And this video is to find out what Star knows. So let's go over and get her lead rope and we'll get started. So what do I know about Star? The only thing that I was told about Star was that she's supposed to be beginner friendly. And over the years, I've learned to never trust that totally when you hear it, because one person's beginner friendly can mean something totally different than another person's beginner friendly. So when you get a horse that you don't really know anything about, it's best just to start working with them, get to know each other, and find out what they know, what they like, what they don't like, and that's what this video is about. It's the start of our journey of us getting to know each other. I've had her since November, and this is the second time that I've really had a halter on her to do anything with her. The first time was a day or two ago, so probably like June 2nd, June 3rd, and I just moved her around me, just walking, and led her a little bit to see how she did, if she had manners. So this is our second groundwork session, and the first time that I lunged her at the walk and the trot. And one thing that I do know about Star that I've observed since I've had her is that she is really herd bound. She attaches to other horses, and she does not like to be caught. So that's something that we're going to be working on. And I think the reason that she is more herd bound and gets attached to horses so easily is because, and this is just my opinion, that she's probably never had a person to like really bond with, and so she just attaches to other horses and goes crazy if you take one of the horses away. So I would say that that's probably one of her downfalls, but I don't think it's her fault. And so during this video you're going to see me bond with her a lot, give her love and attention. And right now, this is a thing that I like to do with all of my horses. I do zigzags walking just to make them move away from me when I turn right and come with me when I turn left, and just to stay with me and read my body. So she did really well with this. I was surprised she's not pushy, and she moved with me. So I really liked that about her. And when I stopped, she pretty much stopped too. She read my body, and right now she's just being really close. She seems like she likes to be close and she likes the attention. And I just kind of feel that she probably has just been, if she is beginner friendly and people have like ridden her, I feel like she's probably just been ridden and maybe not given that much love and attention. Or maybe she has, maybe she hasn't had it in a while. Maybe that's why she attaches to other horses so easily. So the first day I moved her around me with just a lead rope. This is the first day that I'm using the stick to see how she does with the stick, and she doesn't seem like she's afraid of it. She's not really a reactive horse. Or my other mare, she's a little reactive to certain things. And the thing that I noticed about Star is that doesn't bother her, the stick. And still, I just took it easy with her because, again, I don't know her, so I didn't put a whole lot of pressure on her. I just tried to cue her to go forward really easily, and she stayed out, and I was really happy with the way that she did. And I think at some time probably somebody has put a lot of work into her, because she seems very smart, and I like, which you're going to see in a little bit, but it's like I like how she did whoa. And the thing that I noticed though when she whoas is that she wants to walk into you. And right here I just changed directions, and it seems like she knew that. I stepped in front of the drive line and asked her and pointed, and she changed directions. She didn't act like she didn't know what I was talking about. So she's really smart, and I was happy with that too, because my other mare, when I first got her, she reacted to that when I stepped. And right here, she was wanting to come in. And what I noticed with her too, she'll look in sometimes and, like, want to maybe come in. She pays attention to you really well, and she looks, and then she gets her body placement off and thinks that you want her to come in. And actually, that right there was a pretty good whoa. She didn't really want to come in on that one so much. But right here, I'm just giving her some love and reward. She's licking and chewing. And right there, that's their bonding chakra right there. And I don't know, I felt drawn to touch that because I felt like we were bonding, maybe, I don't know. But right now, she's putting her nose at my first chakra. So she's like connecting with me. And she just seems to really be liking the attention and the reward. And she just seems like a really, really sweet little mare. And I take that back. I think probably at some time in her life she's had this love and attention. But for some reason, I think that maybe she hasn't had it in a while because she doesn't like to be caught when you go in to get her. And I think that could maybe be because it's been maybe about all work and no love and play and, relaxation time, reward. And it just makes me feel like she doesn't like to get out and do things because she hasn't maybe had a mix of the bonding part too. And I think that's really important. It can't be all about just work, work, ride. And I could be wrong. That's just my feeling on it. And I'll be curious to see if I work with her and give her more of this, if she's going to get to the point where she doesn't mind being caught. And it's not that you can't. I've been using treats to bring in, and I'll give her a treat and then put the rope around her neck. As long as you put the rope around her neck first and then the halter, she'll stay there. But if you don't put the rope around her neck and you just go to do the halter, she'll back away from it. So that's something that we're going to work on. And so far with this session, I'm like really happy with the way that she is doing and her reactions to everything. And right now we're going to get ready to trot. And I think I just touched her with the whip there, and she resisted, and now she's going. And I really like how she handled that. She treated it like it was like no big deal. She didn't really react. She just said, oh, okay, I better get going. So it was no big deal to her. Right there, she just tried to turn in. And she just is like really, she seems willing to do what you ask her to do. I think sometimes she turns a little bit and wants to come in, and then she gets confused. And right there, see how she walked in? I usually like them to just turn their back end around and face me and just stand there until I ask them to come in. But at least when she does it, she's not, pushy or chargy. She just kind of walks in and stops. She just wants to be close, I think. And that is something that I am probably going to work on a little bit, to like when she whoas, to like whoa for just a split second and, just kind of wait until I ask her to come in. I do like asking my horses to come in, but I like them to like stop and pause before they come in, and I want it to be my idea for them to come in. And I think a couple times during this session or the next session, I kind of made her stop, and then I think I would walk into her instead of bringing her into me. But right there, she backed away from me really nice. And right here, she's been really good with whenever I point and ask her to walk, she goes. So I think somebody's probably put a lot of time in with her with this kind of stuff, because it seems like she knows, either she knows it or she's just really, really smart, which I've heard that Mustangs are really, really smart. And right now we're getting ready to trot, and she did a lot better this time. And she does seem like she's a little bit on the lazier side, which I really like that. You know, she would trot a little bit and then she'd break and I'd have to ask her again. So I much rather have that than a horse that you have to try to slow down. Which Baby, she wanted to trot all the time, so I would have to make her walk. And right there, I asked her to whoa, and she walked in, and I was shaking the rope to get her to stop, and she didn't. So I made her back away from me, and then I brought her into me. So that's something that we're going to be working on too, is just the whoaing. You know, she seems like she turns and faces me pretty good. She, you know, turns on her front end to get her hips around, so she's facing me. And that's the way I like them to stop when I ask them to whoa. And right here, I'm rewarding her because she did good, and I'm telling her she was a good girl, and just rubbing her and petting her. She just seems like she really likes this, and I like that she likes to just stand there. And she's connecting with me again, and I'm rubbing her forelock and her third eye chakra. Now her nose, this is her nose. Her third eye chakra is up between her eyes. And to me, I see that as like a vision chakra. And I was drawn to put my hand there. And right here's a chart of the chakras for people too. And each center has a different energy. I'm not sure what we're going to do here. Oh, I think we're going to walk some more. And see right there, she stopped with me. And I didn't even like put pressure on the lead rope, and then she even backed up one step. So she's very in tune with her person. She pays attention, you know, when she's lunging. When you step in front of the drive line, it's not like her mind was somewhere else. She's like, oh, okay, and she's ready to turn. And like I said, I've noticed walking, when you're walking and you stop, she stops. And a lot of times and right there she's licking and chewing. A lot of times she'll stop and then she'll take a step back. So I think somebody's, you know, worked with her on ground manners. And right there, I'm just walking, no pressure on the lead rope, just walking towards her to make her back. And she's moving away from me, which is like really, really nice manners. And I was going to find her a home, but after this session and the last session that I did with her, or the last two sessions, because I did 2 more sessions after this, a little bit later than this. This was June 4th, and this was actually when she was over at my neighbor's house, Carolyn. She was living in this pasture, and we finally got her house done. So she's on our property now, and I worked with her, just a couple days ago. I think 2 days in a row. So right now, we're just doing the zigzags again. And so once she got on our property in her new house, I let her settle in for a couple weeks, and took her out just 3 days ago or so. This is the 22nd that I'm actually making this, June 22nd. And I think I worked her like maybe the 19th and the 20th, and we had yesterday off. So those videos are coming up too. So the first time working in our pasture, her first time there, she was like so good. You know, some horses, when they're in a new spot to work, they, act a little excited or anxious or distracted, and she was so good. So we did kind of like a similar thing, just lunging. And then the next day, I put the saddle on her because, I wanted to see how she was saddling and what, if she was fidgety or how she did. And so stay tuned for that video because that's coming up too pretty soon. Yeah, so far I'm really liking her, and I think I might keep her. And we're just doing some more bonding and relaxation. You know, I want her to know that when she comes out and we do things, it's not all about work. It's about a connection and bonding. And to me, it's all about pressure and release and a good balance of work and bonding time. You have to have the work and then the reward, so everybody can soak in what you just did. And I always try to catch them when they're doing something good, and I ask them to stop, and that's their reward because they did something really good and they start to learn that. So it's about developing your language between you and your horse. And right now I'm putting my hand on her third eye chakra again. She seems like she's really liking that. I really like that she likes to be close and that she's loving this attention. And right there, there's some licking and chewing. And because I'm doing a little bit of Reiki on her, just standing there and touching her third eye chakra and just standing there with her. And right there, that's her crown chakra. And if you can see that horsefly flying around, she looked like she was going to enjoy. I was drawn to put my hand on her crown chakra, which is on top of her head. She looked like she was starting to relax and enjoy it, and then a horsefly came. So I went to do it again. Watch the video, you'll see the horsefly again. I was touching her neck. There's that horsefly. Darn horsefly. Anyway, this is getting towards the end of the video here. We were pretty much done. I was happy with this session. And thank you guys for watching. And I have 2 more videos so far that I've done with her. See her cute little nose? So yeah, you'll see the first time lunging over on our property, and then with the saddle too.
Alright, these can come box.